We're back in the caves. Back in the Minecraft Let's Play. Back in the caves. Today, we're going to be exploring more of the cave. And possibly, when the time comes and our packs are laden with epic loots, we will go back to the surface world and craft gear worthy of killing the gods, I guess, or something along those lines. Something along the lines of a JRPG. You know how it is. You know how it goes. And if you don't, then there's something wrong with you. Owie. Owie, that's hurty. But yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about today. I just kind of existed today. Played some League with a few friends today. It was a horrible experience, I'll tell you that much. There were some tilting games involved. Had some people who were just genuinely griefing, and just being dickheads, and just me being bad. And all that kind of nonsense that goes with playing League of Legends. Skeleton jump scare. But other than that, it was a nice time. Just playing with friends. You know, chilling out, having a nice time and playing with friends. That's what I love. That's why I play League of Legends mostly. I just like playing video games with my friends. Sometimes I solo queue, but that's when I'm really bored and I have nothing better to do. That's when I'll solo queue. And that's when I have the horrible realization that, man, that game blows. Blows massive dookie. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. But anyway, let's not talk about League of Legends. Let's talk about fun things, like how the axolotl's name is Jared. I might have said that in the last episode. I don't know. I didn't sleep in between these episodes, so I'm getting kind of fog-brained. I'm kind of getting yeah, I have a bit of a foggy brain going on, so you'll have to excuse me if my dialogue is a bit weird. But there's so many diamonds in this cave. Holy shit! Not that I mind. Having lots of diamonds is nice. In the tough, we get the diamonds. There's even like a pretty nice deposit of the diamonds in this deposit. Okay, well, nice, and I say that as we get like 2. But yeah, another episode that's a little longer, 24 minutes this time. Or around that time. I do have a stopwatch that I keep running, and I sometimes glance at it to see where we're at, because I'm committed to the bit of making the videos longer every day until they get really long. And I'll keep extending them until we're like, I don't know, at like 50 minutes, and then I'll just keep it at like 50 minutes, because you know, an hour a day of me playing Minecraft, that's not an impossible ask. And it's a nice thing that you can keep watching. You don't have to watch it you don't have to watch it, you know, at once. You can take it piecemeal, you know. Every day you watch a little bit, and if you do it like that, there's gonna be a backlog of videos for you to enjoy. So, you know, in essence, you're enjoying more of the thing that you get daily over a longer period of time. Owie. That hurty. How many diamonds do we have? 46? We almost have a stack of diamonds. That's crazy. Wild. Bonkers, even. absolutely zooted. Yeah. Let's keep exploring. More diamonds. Nice, nice. More diamonds. It just never ends. Every time I think I should go back and like turn these diamonds into useful things, I just keep finding more and more diamonds, and I think I'll just get these diamonds. And then I get those diamonds, and I see more diamonds, and then the cycle just repeats itself forever, ad nauseum, until I have 17, until I have my inventory filled with diamonds, I guess. Which isn't a bad thing, honestly, but at that point, I think we have enough diamonds when my inventory is full of diamonds. But yeah, this cave is massive. I was recommended that we could make like a forward operating base sort of in the cave, but we should make it at the fish suicide waterfall. Which is a fun idea, but I feel like me and you would get tired of the noise that attraction makes every 10 seconds or so after about an episode. And a forward operating base would mean that I would just have to, you know, move a bunch of stuff there. And at that point, I just might as well just live down here. Which doesn't sound all that bad. This cave is pretty big, and it's suiting the needs that I... It's kind of... This part in specific is kind of looking like the cave that I used to live in that one world that I told you about earlier. You know, the one that I covered in moss all the way from floor to ceiling, and it looked really nice. I unironically might just move down here. This is a really nice spot to be in. We could even bring some saplings and grow trees down here and stuff. It would look very nice. And we could make a little hobbit hole down here, like make a little moss-covered hobbit hole and make a little house down here. I'm actually gonna do that. That sounds really nice and cozy. And maybe once per eon, the dwarf of the mines comes to the surface to hunt for animals and such, and whatever else he might need, like a village. It is as they say, the children yearn for the mines, and we officially have a stack of diamond, over a stack of diamond. What am I gonna do with all this diamond? That is the question. I guess we're gonna make diamond fulls, a full set of tools, armor, all that jazz. But yeah, screw all that fucking treehouse nonsense. Even though we spent like 2 episodes building it, screw that nonsense. Let's live down here and make a cool hobbit hole down here. Like right there, right in that spot. Just imagine right there, like covered in moss. Just maybe like a crooked tree that we can handcraft right there. And then there's like a little door, like a little rounded doorway that goes into the hobbit hole type of deal. Oh yeah, it's gonna look nice. I'm gonna mark it like right here with some cobblestone or cobbled deep slate rather. But yeah, that reminds me. Chicken jockey! Anyway, retarded jokes aside. Well, not jokes. It was literally a chicken jockey. I was well within my rights to do the funny bit of saying chicken jockey like they do in the Minecraft movie. I'm assuming. I never watched the Minecraft movie. I just kind of heard that it kind of sucked, and that it was just kind of passable. From some of my friends who have watched it, some have said that it was alright. Some have said that it was fine. Some said it was fucking awful. Some said it was watchable, but it wasn't all that good. You know, I've heard it all. There's so many fish. What is... It's because we're above a lukewarm ocean, so they keep spawning in the water, and they keep falling out of the water and dying. Which is really disturbing and funny. Ow. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out a way to get up there without killing ourselves. Curse you. Take aim. Yes, it is I, the one who takes aim. Alright, well. We're doing this the hard way. We're digging through the plank with our sword while we're on the ladder. But yeah, I guess this episode is going to be another one of those where we just kind of don't do anything because we don't really have time to perform a lot of big things other than planning for future episodes and kind of just vibing around and talking. But some friends have told that they genuinely just enjoy the vibe of me just kind of talking in their ear, and they're just doing whatever else. So as long as at least one person has that enjoyment out of my videos where I'm just talking and they get some enjoyment out of that, I guess I'll keep making them. And they're kind of fun to make, honestly. I'm not complaining. It has been a fun experience making YouTube videos. Finally doing the thing that I've been saying that I'm gonna do at some point in the future, and you know, finally doing it. It's nice. It brings some structure to my day, which I don't have a lot of right now because I used to have a quote-unquote job, you know, the one that I talked about in the first episode. That was me on my last day, where I kind of just went there and I showed the ropes to some newer folks, and one of them almost saw their head off with a chainsaw, and we just kind of laughed it off, and then I quit. Then my contract ended, and and I'm just kind of vibing at home. And this brings some nice routine back into my life that I would have desperately needed again, because, you know, after 2 months of waking up every day early, you start missing the routine of doing something every day. And this is it. This is my thing that I'm going to be doing every day for the foreseeable future, at least. Oh, more diamonds. And you're going to be along for the ride. A zombie villager. Sadly, I don't have the infrastructure and the materials necessary to heal you, so you get to die, sadly. But yeah, let's get home. And let's get crafting. I mean, I could craft all the stuff that I have and all the stuff that we need to upgrade our gear right now in the cave with the workbench, but that's boring. That's not what I want to do. And I should grab some of this moss and this azalea. Because I'm gonna be wanting to spread that good moss in the cave. Where did that gravel just drop down? Weird. What cost the block to update? That's what I'm thinking. Wait, how deep are we? 17. I might be wrong about that whole light 12 thing. That probably hasn't been a thing in a while since the cave update. If not, you can tell me in the comments how stupid I am for thinking that it's still a thing. But for now, let's go get our most important stuff and sort our inventory out and grab some oak saplings and maybe a few jungle saplings. Maybe we'll make a little miniature jungle down there. It is quite large, the jungle, the cave. It could fit a few of these full-grown big trees. And would you look at that? The carrots have grown. Now we can grow more carrots. How dare you jump on top of my carrot farm? Beast! creature. The beasts are attacking. Dude, yeah, let's put all of our stuff in the chest for now. We're gonna have to. Alright, let's put the stuff that we need in here. We're bringing the bucket. We're bringing the axle. We're bringing Jared. The diamonds we're bringing, obviously. All the iron, our coal, our obsidian, the bones, melons, some seeds, glowberries, red dust, lapis. Yeah, the gold. My sticks, oak logs, sugar cane, important, leather for making books. It's going to be a pain in the ass to actually breed animals down there, but that's tomorrow. That's problems of future wiki, not me, not current wiki. Current wiki doesn't care. But yeah, let's make some full armor. Cover me with diamonds. Gotta linger on the wrong way to make an axe, apparently. It annoyed one of my friends that I make axes and hoes the wrong way. I mean, objectively, yeah, the axe icon is that way, but I've always crafted them like that, so it's kind of muscle memory for me, so yeah, it is what it is in that sense. But yeah, we will be bringing another bucket of water because we need to bring our farm down there as well. So let's make a shovel. Might as well, now that we have all the diamonds in the world. Why are you doing it like that? Do it like this. Pop, 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 pop. Pop. Ow. Consider not doing that, please. Consider not doing that. Thank you. But yeah. Let's get some dirt. Some oak for all of our building needs, and possibly a sapling, but where am I going to fit the sapling? I guess we don't need all these furnaces, we can just craft a new one. But I do have a quandary. How am I gonna get grass down there? I don't think I need grass though. Look. Yeah, I don't need grass. I have, you know, I got moss. But yeah, let's head down to our new home. Sadly, to the one guy who wanted me to build in the jungle, respectfully, fuck you. We're living in the cool, lush cave now. I'm joking, I love you. Don't take it seriously. I just don't want to do. I just don't want to live in the jungle. I hate it too much. So we're gonna live in the cool and awesome lush cave instead. And we're gonna be part of the cool kids club because we live in the cool cave. But if nothing else, we made a lot of progress this episode. We came up with a lot of ideas for our future home. We're moving. Didn't take an entire episode to move. That's about it. We're gonna have to start making a portal to the Nether since we're in Diamond Falls now, and we could probably make some bookshelves. Though we're gonna have to get some more leather, or just, you know, find the stronghold. That's probably the easiest way to get bookshelves, honestly, or find villages. That's also another good way to get books. Just find a village. Or just farm cows. You also get a bunch of meat from it, but how am I gonna get a cow down here? I guess I could make a water elevator with soul sand from the Nether and make a cow farm on the surface. But there's another problem in that. How am I gonna... We're in the middle of an ocean because if we look at the F3 menu, we're in the lukewarm ocean biome. So sadly, that doesn't really work. Sadly. Also, some would say this is the wrong way to make an infinite water source, and to those guys I also say, with all due passion and love, fuck you. I don't care. I've always made my infinite waters like that, and I will continue making my infinite waters like that until the day I die. Yeah, let's put down our first moss block. Let's spread that shit around a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, man. Like, this is what I did in my old days. I just did this for like an ungodly amount of time. Just put down moss blocks and bone mealed them to get... I mean, I guess this is how I would get seeds if I ever need more seeds. But yeah, this is how you make your caves look really nice in the lush cave. With just bone meal. And if you ever need a tree, you just bone meal the tree, and then bone meal one of those, and you get a tree. I think eventually. But it's already starting to look a little bit nicer. Let's make that entrance to a little hobbit hole. But we should probably also get some trees growing in here. And it's going to take a lot of effort to light up this whole area so that it doesn't spawn any mobs randomly. But that's going to be... we're going to make that look nicer with some glowstone as well. And it's also more efficient. Looks nicer, more efficient. It's a win-win. But sadly, we appear to be out of time for today's episode. We didn't really do much this episode, but oh well. We moved Jared. Jared is here still with us. So I guess that's a win. That's a win in my book if Jared is still alive and well at the end of an episode. Put him right there so we don't lose him ever. Never lose Jared. But yeah. See you guys next episode when I guess we explore this new home of ours a little bit and start making our little hobbit hole